Hi guys, it's me again. It is day 5, I think, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, day 5, and I am ecstatic to report that I was 210.4 this morning, so that's almost 2 pounds down from yesterday. And as one of the other fellow weight loss vloggers around here, around these parts, said the other day, this is kind of BS weight here at the beginning because it's just mainly getting rid of water weight and food bulk that's already in your system and stuff. And kind of the more you weigh when you very first start kind of weight loss thing, the quicker the weight comes off, and then it kind of slows down as it goes. So I'm really, really happy and I'm celebrating all that, but then at the same time, like, I'm not letting myself get too excited about it. But I just wanted to check in, say what's up, and let you guys know kind of how things have been going. First off, I just want to say, just thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for just being there for me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for everything, because I honestly, seriously, do not really have any friends, and you guys really fill that hole in my heart, and so thank you. I really appreciate it, because I know that so many of you are just out there supporting me and, you know, understand my struggle because maybe you're going through it yourself, and I just really, really appreciate it. So, on with what I was going to talk about. If you don't know, I'm on hormone replacement therapy for low estrogen, and I thought everything was kind of settled down. And if you don't want to hear about womanly things, then I would suggest not watching any longer. But my cycle had gotten kind of into a normal, like, 31, 32 day thing, which I was always like 28 to 30 days before, but so this is what I was expecting now. Well, then all of a sudden yesterday it was my 21st day of my cycle, and I just started spotting, and so I didn't know what was up with that, and then it looks like I've started my cycle today. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I don't really like being irregular, but that's what's going on. This past week I was sleeping really awesome, and then this week I'm not, and my husband's working swings, and I think that that's throwing me off. Also, the other things that have changed this week are that I started the low-calorie diet, and I'm on my progesterone. And most of the time, my doctor told me that women report sleeping better on the progesterone, but I think maybe I'm having problems with it because I think it might be causing me some sleep issues. But anyway, so I'm not sure what the reason why I brought that up is because I'm not sure what the impact of that is having on my weight loss and everything like that, because, you know, usually women before their cycles, they kind of hold on to the water weight and then kind of slowly let it go after that. So I'm thinking maybe that's why the last couple days I haven't really lost that much. It was still a good amount, but then today, 2 pounds down from yesterday. I think I was retaining water yesterday is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's that. And then I have an appointment with my doctor, I think next Monday. We're going to kind of discuss where things are going. So on to the diet end of things. I'm going to pull up my plate right now. Not my plate. I used to use livestrong.com, used to have an app on it that was kind of like the MyFitnessPal, where you could track your food and everything, and the USDA has since taken my plate for their own uses, but I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, it's MyFitnessPal, and if you want to friend me on MyFitnessPal, please do. I make my diary either public or viewable to friends. If you're interested in what I'm eating, maybe you want some ideas for snacks and meals and all that, to hopefully follow my success. Fingers crossed. But I was just going to let you know what I've eaten today. And if you guys don't really want to hear about this, then let me know in the comments section, and I will kind of remove this from future vlogs. but for right now, I'm going to let you know. So I think I've told you like about 3 times a day I have a decaf coffee with creamer, so I've had that. And then today I did not get up until about, well, I think I woke up around 10ish, but by the time I came downstairs and actually got to eating, it was like 11. So I kind of actually skipped the breakfast and morning snack and kind of went straight to lunch. I had 1 piece of whole wheat toast with a little bit of butter. It was like half a teaspoon of butter, so it was only like 16 calories. 1 egg. I don't know if I've talked about how I make my eggs in the microwave, but if you are interested in that, it's really simple and easy. Just leave me a comment and I'll let you know. And then I had blueberries and yogurt, which I'm going to talk to you guys in a minute because I discovered something pretty cool last night. Then for my afternoon snack, I had a cup of pineapple and some of these yummy deliciousnesses. These are my kind of favorite right now, and I'm sure you can read. I'm not going to have to say it to you. But anyway, these are super awesome. My only complaint about these is that they are a little bit pricey because you only get 3 servings in a bag and they're probably like almost $3. So that kind of sucks. But there are 19 grams of whole grain in every serving. Every serving is an ounce, just like most potato chips or anything like that. But only 110 calories. That's in contrast to pretty much every other kind of snacky kind of thing that you're going to get. It's going to be between about 140 and 160 calories. And this is only 1.5 grams of fat, which the other ones can have up to like 7, 8, 9 grams of fat per serving. And the other thing I was surprised to see was that there was only 6 grams of sugar. And these are actually very sweet and they're really crunchy. They're not like a traditional rice cake where it kind of like tastes almost like popcorn or like cardboard. Like these are very crispy. Imagine like if it had some kind of like honey on it and then maybe it was baked. Like it's got that very kind of very sweet exterior, very crispy. But I really, really like these. Blackberry and pomegranate, and also it's got 2 grams of protein, which you're not going to get in any kind of potato chip or anything like that because of the whole grains. Remember, I told you the other day that whole grains give you protein. So I had that for my afternoon snack with the pineapple, and then for dinner I had leftovers from last night, which I did not tell you what I ate yesterday, but I had some biscuits, some Pillsbury biscuits in my refrigerator from like Christmas time that I hadn't made, so I made those. I wouldn't be buying those right now, but they were in there, so I had to eat them. 170 calories for that. Some regular egg noodles, you know, they make those in whole wheat, so I'm going to be making those from now on. Green beans, and then I made like a sour cream rosemary pork thing in the crock pot. It wasn't terrific, so I'm not going to recommend it necessarily, but I found it on Pinterest, and I made it with pork cube steak. I wouldn't recommend putting pork cube steak in the crock pot because it ends up looking like dog food. If you're going to make a pork cube steak, you should bread it and fry it in the frying pan as far as my opinion goes. But I had leftovers of that, and then I also have my Skinny Cow cookies and dough cream bar that I'm still going to have. And I'm still left with 212 calories, and that's because I didn't eat breakfast or morning snack. So, what I wanted to tell you, also, the elephant in the room is my background. I hope you guys like it. I know you don't really want to look at an ugly door, so I thought this was pretty. This is my cuddle blanket that I use on the couch, but I hung it up for you guys so that you'd have something pretty to look at, other than my face. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys more about planning what you eat. And this is just my advice, as are all things in these vlogs, so take it or leave it. You don't have to agree with me, but this is what I think. This is what I do. The big thing for me is planning and staying positive and not giving in to temptations and not even like letting myself even go there, which I'll talk a little bit about that too. But I laid in bed this morning before I got up because I didn't have to because Brian got up with the kids this morning. And I planned out and tracked everything that I had planned on eating for the whole rest of the day. And I know that might seem a little OCD for some people. It might seem like I don't want to do that because I just want the mood to strike me and I just want to eat whatever it is that I want to eat when I want to eat it during the day. But I'm going to tell you that's a pitfall for me. I would think it might be a pitfall for you too. So if you can, try to just take a few minutes in the morning or the night before and just plan what you're going to eat the next day. I mean, if you like dessert, you know what you have in your freezer for dessert or cookies or whatever. I mean, you know what you have in your kitchen for dessert, so just decide what you're going to have and track it. You should know, I would think, what you're going to eat for dinner the next day. If you're trying not to eat out, you know what you have in your kitchen. Meal planning in general, especially for dinner, I think is a really good idea, not only for your diet, but for your budget as well. So if you have any questions about that, I can try to shed some light on that for you. And then for lunches, I mean, I know that I either eat sandwiches or leftovers or soup or, you know, there's certain things that you have in your house that, you know, you can think of something to have for lunch that day. And then for me, I'm trying to fill the snacks with fruits, yogurts, you know, things like that. Things like this. Very healthy snack. And I just planned out everything that I was going to have. So I would really, really recommend that. Another tip that I want to give you is something that I've learned lately, is kind of what you should be eating when you should be eating it. Snacking in general is not a great idea because if you do it the way most Americans do it, you're just grabbing anything whenever and just stuffing your face. What I've read and what I understand is 5 to 6 small meals a day is really best for your metabolism and best to lose weight. So you don't just want to eat 1 or 2 or even maybe 3 big meals a day because then your blood sugar is going all over the place. But then you don't just want to be snacking all the time either. So I do breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack. I used to do 2 afternoon snacks, so now I try to keep it to 1. Dinner, and then an evening snack. And then if I still have the calories, I'll even do like a later evening snack, which I've also read lately that if you're staying within your calorie goals or whatever, eating right before bed is not going to pack on the pounds. I think I've read that is like a myth. So don't worry about eating right before bed. In fact, it might even be better for you because of blood sugar drops and spikes and all that. But anyway, what should you be eating? This is the other thing that I learned. You want to aim for protein, fiber, fat, PFF. And when I say fat, I don't mean like, you know, lard. But they, the experts that I've read or heard say this on YouTube or elsewhere are that that this is the best combination for your body to stay satisfied until the next time you eat and stabilize your blood sugars. So, for instance, a yogurt, especially like a Greek yogurt, this is not a Greek yogurt, but that has protein in it. If it's non-fat, then that has a little bit of fat in it, and that's all you need. You can always add things like nuts or chia seeds and stuff to get a little bit of fat as well, the healthy fats. Avocado has fat. Most of the whole grains that you're going to have, like this, only has 1.5 grams. I mean, that's the one thing is that I don't know exactly how much protein or how much fat you should be having every time, but as long as you're trying to get at least a little bit of each. So if you're eating whole grains, that's going to give you fiber and fat because this has 3 grams of fiber in 1 serving as well. So you've got fiber, fat, and a little bit of protein just in this snack. So that would be good, but I would also want to pair that with a fruit. Fruit and vegetables have the healthy kind of fiber that you want as well. So Anyway, I would think about like a yogurt and a piece of fruit, or a whole grain snack like this and a piece of fruit, or a piece of cheese and and a vegetable and some veggie dip or something. You know what I'm saying? But that's something to maybe look into further if you're interested in it. The protein, fiber, fat. I've also heard, how else did they say it? Protein, complex carb, fat. Complex carbs and fiber are usually hand in hand, so I think that's kind of interchangeable verbiage. But yeah, so that's the other thing that I wanted to let you guys know. So for the rest of my 200 and whatever calories I've got left today, I'm going to have some blueberries and yogurt like I had this morning, and I've kind of discovered this. I discovered it last night. I've got the frozen blueberries that I was making my smoothies with in the refrigerator. I just got the VIP brand, which you should be able to find in every grocery store, some frozen blueberries. And then I was using this Light and Fit yogurt. This is like the lowest calorie yogurt that I've been able to find. It only has 80 calories for this one 6-ounce cup. And what I was doing was putting about between a quarter of a cup and half a cup of blueberries, which is only going to be, I think, about 35 calories. And half of this little cup of yogurt, or you could do a full serving of blueberries and a full serving of yogurt if you wanted to. But you just want to make sure that the ratio is kind of good. And you have those frozen blueberries, you put the yogurt on it, maybe stir it up a little bit, and then let it sit for just like 2-3 minutes, and then stir until you get a big purple mess. And what it does is it kind of creates this frozen yogurt thing with the blueberries, and it was like a super awesome little treat. The first night I had it, which I can't think now if it was last night or the night before that, I did put a little bit of Truvia on it, but honestly it doesn't even need it because this is already sweetened. Artificially sweetened, I know, but anyway, yeah, so there's a little tip for you if you've never tried that. I thought it was really, really good, and for me to like get excited about something that's even halfway healthy is a good thing. So that's probably what I'm going to eat, and then obviously I'm trying to keep up with the water. This is my water cup. It's got 28 ounces here, and I haven't drank enough of these today. I've probably had, this is probably only my second one, which I should be drinking, I think, about 4 of these. There was some trick with numbers, I think, about the water, but I can't remember what it was. Like if you take your body weight and make it in half, like that's how many ounces of water or something you should be drinking a day, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So on to just kind of my attitude and food cravings. Like I said last week, I was sleeping great, and I was actually like doing really well mentally. This week, I've done pretty well as well. Yesterday, I started to lose my patience a bit. Started to get a little bit irritable. I think that's because of this whole cycle thing that ended up happening, which I didn't even know was happening yesterday. And today I have definitely seen that I'm more irritable than I have been the past couple weeks. There was one time today that I got pretty upset with my girls because, you know, when it rains, it pours. So I have 3 children with 3 different problems, crying about 3 different things, and I'm here by myself, and I'm trying to figure it out and deal with it, and it was pretty stressful. And in that moment, of course, where did my mind go? Chocolate. All I wanted to do was reach up in that pantry and grab those chocolate chips out, and I know I shouldn't have them in here because they are temptation, but I don't really have an excuse for why I have them, but I do. The good news is I was able to hold it together. I was able to hold on. Now, I want to get to a place where those kind of thoughts don't even come into my mind, but for right now, I'm not. But with every temptation that's defeated, I feel a little bit closer to being healthier in my mind, you know? So I kind of put out the fires that were around here, and I just kind of moved on, and I guess I got busy doing other things, and then I just wasn't thinking about it anymore. So that's good. Also, on a night like tonight, I probably would have normally packed the kids in the car and gone to get Taco Bell or gone to get pizza or something, and I didn't do that tonight because, number one, I didn't have my van. Brian took it to work. And number two, I just tried to stick with the plan. So that's what I'm doing. Anything else to report? I know somebody asked me about sleep, and I did tell you I would talk about it in the next vlog, and I'm not going to talk about it now because I'm already running at 20 minutes. But I will try to talk more about sleep hygiene. I'll probably make like my own, like a separate video. And then the other thing that I was going to talk about was one of my subscribers, can't remember your name right now, she mentioned, have you thought maybe the low-calorie route is not the best way? Maybe you should just try to eat clean and all that. And I want to thank you for your comment, but I guess I'm not really willing to entertain that right now because I really honestly don't feel like that is really doable for me because low calorie has worked for me. Low calorie is recommended by so many experts. And I feel like I'm not depriving myself into oblivion. If I were to say, I'm just going to be on the paleo diet, or I'm going to be a vegetarian, or whatever it is, I'm just going to eat whole foods, and that's it, and nothing prepared, and this and that and the other thing. I feel like I would be depriving myself too much, and that would drive me over the edge. With this way, this diet, I feel like I can eat whatever I want to. I'm choosing to eat healthier, which I think is awesome. I'm choosing to eat way more fruits. I'm choosing to eat, yogurts and whole grains and all this because they do kind of fit into that low calorie, I get to eat more if I eat these kinds of foods, into that mold. But I could have pizza if I wanted to. I could have half a pizza today if I had wanted to. If I wanted to spend that many calories on it, but I didn't want to. So I appreciate your advice. And, there might come a time where I might have fallen off this low-calorie horse 100 too many times, and I might have to try something different. But at this point, I'm not really ready to go down that road. But I do thank you for your comment and your suggestion. The other thing is that I was going to tell you, I've decided that I already have my goals set out. The same goals as I had before. 175 puts me at kind of the midway point. 165 puts me at normal weight, I think. And then my end goal is 140. And I talked to Brian about it, and I've decided to do every 5 pounds I lose, I'm going to get either a manicure or a pedicure. And then every 10 pounds I lose, I'm going to go get a massage. So those are my motivators, my kind of rewards and everything, instead of using food as a reward. And then the thing about the cheat days, as I'm going to try not to do cheat days anymore. I'm going to try to do a cheat meal once a week and keep it kind of normal once a week. So if it's like Wednesday or Thursday, I'm like, oh, I get to go to whatever Longhorn on Saturday, then I'm going to try to hold out till Saturday to cheat. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, where I'm going. I was doing a cheat day every 5 pounds, but I somehow don't think that that's as good. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the manicure, pedicure, massage thing is good? Maybe you guys could do that too. It is a little bit pricey, but hey, we're worth it. We've got to motivate ourselves somehow. So I really feel this will motivate me because otherwise I won't give myself permission to go do those things. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'm really excited about this weight loss. That means that I've almost lost, I've almost lost 6 pounds now. Yeah. In 5 days. Yeah. So I'm really, really excited about that, and I just hope that it stays this fast. I know it won't, but just try to stay positive and plan, because a failure to plan is a plan to fail, and we don't want to do that. So let me know if there's any way that I can help you guys on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys next time.